it's Sheyen, and today I want to show you guys my Philodendron collection as well as a few simple care tips on Philodendrons. Welcome, and I hope you guys will stay tuned and enjoy my video. I do want to apologize if I sound sick or nasally, or if I just sound weird. I know I probably sound nasally just because I have allergies and I've been sneezing and have stuffy nose, year-round allergy, which sucks. So I always sound like this and I do not like it. And you see William in the back, his little tail. But yeah, sorry if I sound weird. I hope you guys don't mind. I will try to speak as clearly as I can. So to start off first, I guess we could start off with what I have on the table right now in front of me. I have here my very first pink philodendron that I ever got. As you can see, here's a full pink leaf. And then this one only has 3 leaves right now. It is in the process of getting a new leaf here. And then here's the other leaf with the pink specks. She is so pretty. I absolutely love her. And her name is Peach. And then my second pink princess that I got is this one. And this one, her name is Daisy. I got her right after I got Peach. I will have to do a story time on my ordering these two guys from Gabriella Plants. But here's how Daisy looks like. This is one of her leaves. Here's her newest leaf that unfurled like 2 weeks ago. Let me see here. This one. So pretty. And you know, she's been doing awesome. She's been doing great. I usually keep them pretty moist just because they like that. I do let them dry in between watering for sure all the way through. But yeah, you can see the size difference. Daisy has like 3 leaves and then Peach has 6 leaves. But she's like 2 times bigger than Daisy. Oh no, 2 times bigger than Peach. And then my next plant will be my Prince of Orange. I have 2 of them. So this is my second Prince of Orange. It's very tiny. You guys can see how small he is. And this is how he looks like. I don't have a name for this guy yet, but he's been growing awesome, growing really fast. I got him from Bachman's here in Minnesota, and I found him in the terrarium section. So he was really small when I first got him, but he's put out 3 new leaves and he's gotten a lot bigger from when I first had him. And then this is my bigger Prince of Orange. His name is Toad. You guys might kind of know the theme I'm going for here, but this is Toad. He's been doing great. He's put out a lot of growth since I've got him. I got him from a big box store, Home Depot here. And when I saw him, I instantly was like, I need to take him home. And this is how he looks like. These are up close. This is his, wait, is this his newest leaf? No, his newest leaf is actually still unfurling here a little bit. But this is his newest leaf. But yeah, he is beautiful. I love the orange contrast to kind of like the more light green that he gets. He does get darker as he matures, as the leaves get older. But yeah, he is beautiful. And here's a size comparison of these two. So as you can see, Toad is this big, and then here's the tiny little one. So yeah, I feel like the more I talk, the more nasally I get, which does not help me at all. Okay, But going on to the next philodendron I have, and these, I'm going through all my upright philodendrons first because I do have vining philodendrons as well. These are all my upright growing philodendrons. I don't know what that is. Okay, my next one is this guy. Now, this guy, I believe he is a philodendron Congo Rojo? Rojo Congo? One of those. I think he is that one. I got him also at the same time I got my big Prince of Orange from Home Depot, and his pot was just labeled Philodendron Hybrid, so I don't know what specific type he is, but upon doing research and looking at multiple photos of different philodendrons, I believe he is a Congo Rojo, just smaller, so he's not that big yet. And he's been doing okay. He's been struggling a little bit. He hasn't really put out new growth yet, but he does have this one leaf in this sheath that is slowly growing and coming out soon, hopefully. But he's really big too, so he's awesome and beautiful. Now I'm gonna move on to my vining philodendrons. I'm just gonna move to the side because they're all in this general area. And my first one here is, I'm gonna set him right here. This is the micans philodendron. Philodendron micans. Philodendron micans, and I do, as you can see, have it trailing on a bamboo trailing stake that I made, just because I want him to trail up, and he's slowly trailing up, very slowly, but he's very bushy, very pretty. I got this guy at one of our local nursery here in Minnetonka from Tonkadale, one of my favorite plant nursery greenhouses ever. I absolutely love them and their plants, and they're just so beautiful. He's been doing awesome. He's been growing like crazy since I've gotten him, and I absolutely love him. His leaves are just so pretty. Like, they actually shift colors depending on the light. So he has kind of like that dark green coppery look depending on how the light shines on him. He's very shimmery. So this is the Philodendron micans. And then moving on to my next vining philodendron, I have this beautiful bright neon philodendron, also known as the lemon lime philodendron, I believe. And he is also on a bamboo stake trellis, but he has not been, he's not that long yet in trailing, so he's still got a ways to go, but he's very bushy. Here's up close. And I absolutely love him. He's such a showstopper. He is so bright in color. I absolutely love it. And I got this guy from Lowe's. He was on clearance, and I got him for only about $3. So he was definitely a steal. And he's been growing a lot too since I've gotten him. And I just hope that he grows more so he can trail up. And moving on, my two bigger vining philodendron. These two grow, honestly, I say the micans and the lemon lime grow like crazy, but these two grow like no tomorrow, and they're my biggest philodendrons that I have, and I'm just so proud and happy to have them. Here is the all green heart-shaped leaf philodendron. This is just the green one, and as you can see, I had to scoot back so you can see how big she is. She is big and pretty and bushy and mighty like no tomorrow. She is so gorgeous. I absolutely love her. Yeah, this is like, here's up close of her leaves. And then here's her. I'm just gonna bring her down, trailing up. She's almost to the top. Almost, not quite yet. This is her highest right now. She still has like 3 inches to go, and then she's reaching the top of the bamboo stake, which I have to add on. But this is how she looks like. Like, she's just such a prolific grower. She grows so fast, and she's trailing so amazingly. I just love it. I just love those heart-shaped leaves on these guys. And then my other really big philodendron is the Philodendron Brazil. This guy is big. He is super big. I have to scoot back a little bit here. But here is how he looks like. He is very bushy. There you go. He is super bushy, super big, super gorgeous. And he is also trailing up this trellis. I have to set him on the ground. So he's already reached the top of the trellis with one of his long vines, and all the other ones are slowly just catching up to him. So I do need to add more bamboo stakes on here. This guy is a monster. He grows so fast. And he's so beautiful. I love him. When I saw him, I got him at Lowe's as well on clearance. As you can see my sticker right here. I got him for $7 at Lowe's. These guys are growing like crazy, and I am going to through a bit of a care tip. I'm gonna actually look down at my computer down here, just because I have notes on here that I wanna make sure that I kind of tell you all about my care tips. So my growing tips for lighting, I have all of my philodendrons at an east facing window, which I'm actually facing right now. And that is where they all basically live. They live in my living room area facing my east window. And they get pretty much bright and direct light throughout the whole entire day. In the morning, they do get a bit of direct light from the morning sun, but that's only for like 2 to 3 hours, and they're actually doing good with it. They're okay with it. One thing that you will notice if they're getting too much light or too little of a light. So with too much light, they will start turning kind of yellowy on their leaves, and they'll start drooping easily. Gosh, I hate this. I hate allergies. I absolutely hate allergies. And Chloe's crying at me. Come here. Oh yo. Oh yo. Oh no, you bumped your head. Okay. Sit down. Sit down. Okay. And just moving on. Too low of a light, your plant will get leggy. They'll just try to reach for the sun. They'll get super leggy. And then for watering, I usually water every, I want to say, 7 to about 15 days. So yeah, I go a pretty long time without watering my philodendrons, just because I do have them in a higher humidity situation where they don't need as much watering. 15 is pushing it. I usually go probably most likely only set like up to 12 days without watering, but if I'm really busy and I don't have time, then I'll push it to 15 days. No more than that, otherwise they'll just die, and I don't want them to die. Absolutely love my philodendrons. They're one of my most favorite plants ever. So and when I water, I usually wait for the soil to be about 2 to 3 inches dry. So you want to let the soil dry up 2 to 3 inches down, and then you can know that you're underwatering or overwatering if the leaves of your philodendrons start curling. And they start to droop or they start to curl up. I was underwatering him, and when I first got him, and he was curling, and as you can see, the leaf is curling inwards. This is his newest leaf. It's not curling, it's pretty open and flat. But yeah, he is a little bit crispy on the edges, which I'm gonna hit next. Humidity. They love humidity. Like, they prefer high humidity. If you could give them 60% humidity or higher, They will love you, and they'll just grow more quickly in higher humidity. In lower humidity, they'll still grow, but at a slower pace. Um, and for the temperature, they prefer to be anywhere between 60 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, in Celsius, it will be anywhere from 15 Celsius to 32 degrees Celsius. So Fahrenheit 60 to 80, Celsius 15 to 32 Celsius. But yeah, they prefer high humidity. They like high humidity. They grow a lot quicker at high humidity. My humidity is right around 60 to 70, usually fluctuating between there. The lowest my humidity will drop down to is about 50. And I try to not let it drop down to lower than 50 because then most of my plants would not be happy with me. So I keep my humidity around 60 to 70. And I usually have a humidifier running. I also have a DIY little like bin that I also put plants in for a higher boosted humidity, and that's usually up to about 90 to even 100% humidity. And then what else was I gonna say? Or oh, I remembered it. Or what I usually do if I'm home, I will spritz them a couple times a day. I like to spritz my plants. I think it makes them happy. I know there's controversy around spritzing your plant and just spraying them here and there, but I think it helps. Whatever helps, it helps, you know. I also do humidity trays, pebble trays, where I put rock or pebbles on their saucer and I put a little bit of water in there, just enough so that the bottom of the pot isn't touching the water, so it's sitting on top of the rocks, and humidity will, you know, rise around it. To soil, philodendrons, from what I have found with my philodendrons, they prefer really light and airy soil. So for my soil mixture, I do 50% potting mix, and then 25% perlite, and then 25% of orchid bark, and that is my mixture for most of my houseplants. Potting mix I just use Miracle-Gro. I don't find a difference in using different types of potting mix. I've been using Miracle-Gro potting mix, houseplant potting mix for so long that, you know, it works wonders for me. And then for propagating philodendrons, I actually do have one philodendron that I forgot to mention, and he is actually propagating in water right now. So let me go grab him really quick to show you, because I just realized I forgot about him, and I'm like looking at him right now. So the philodendron that I forgot to show you guys, he is also an upright philodendron, and he is the Imperial red philodendron. He looks like he is that darker color. Since we're on propagation, I have him propagating in water in this mason jar. I got him, and he was doing okay for the first few days, but then he started to I started to notice that his leaves were really droopy and starting to rot and get soggy, and I was like, oh, it's probably because he was overwatered, because when I got him, they just watered their philodendrons at the time, and I just brought him home hoping that he'll eventually dry out. But I noticed that he was to get worse, and I was like, no, I can't have that happen. So I decided to take him out of his soil in his pot, clean off all the dirt. So I rinsed off all the dirt and stuck him in here, into this mason jar, and he's been growing awesome. He's been doing really good. He has a lot of root growth. He also has this new leaf right here that is unfurling and popping through, which is awesome. This is his newest leaf that he has put out since I've taken him out of the potting mix soil. When I got him water propagate, it works best for me. Usually propagate until the roots are the same size as the plant itself. And then I'll transfer it to moist, airy soil. My moist, airy soil mix. My soil mix with a little bit of water added. And then I keep it in really high humidity. Toxicity. This is for pets and for people. And the level of toxicity is mild to moderate. My dogs don't chew on my plants. They don't usually care for my plants, except for one. And she's really bad, but she hasn't. I put these guys high enough where she can't reach them. So the one that like always wants to taste my plants is this girl, Chloe. She's fat. Fat girl and chunky are her nickname. Look at her belly. But she likes to sometimes nibble on my plants to taste them. Signs to look for if you think that your pet or maybe a child or even person, an adult, has consumed the philodendron is you gotta look for vomiting. If your dog is like pawing their mouth or like touching their mouth, or if they're licking a lot, if they're drooling, if they have oral pain, like they won't eat, and decrease of appetite, if they also get an upset stomach. But yeah, those are some signs to look for if you think that your pet has ingested, or if you think a child has ingested philodendron, like leaf or nibbling on it. Those are some signs to look for. And that is pretty much. So just to recap everything really quickly, for lighting, bright and direct light, east facing window or west facing, or if you have a south facing window, make sure you have like a curtain or a sheer curtain or something over it, or just have your philodendrons pulled back a little bit so they don't get bright direct light hitting them. And then with watering, wait until the soil is about 2 to 3 inches dry, and I usually water mine within 7 to 15 days between there. And humidity, they do prefer high humidity, but they will do okay in normal house humidity, which is usually around, I want to say like 40 to 50. I have mine in about 60 to 70% humidity, and they do love humidity. They do grow more in higher humidity. And then for soil, philodendrons like light, airy soil. I use 50% potting mix, 25% perlite, and 25% of orchid bark. And then propagating them in water works the best for me. I feel like plants propagating in water is usually the best and easiest. I know some people like to do direct soil and they keep it moist and high humidity. That also works too, but for me, water propagating works the best. And then lastly, this plant is toxic for pets and for people, so make sure to keep it out of reach for your pets, and also keep it out of reach from little children too. It for my philodendron collection and just a little bit of plant care. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and enjoyed seeing my collection of philodendrons. And stay tuned for my next video. I believe the next video to my collection series here will be my pothos. So I have a lot of pothos as well. I do love vining plants. They're probably some of my most absolute favorite types of plants to have. So my pothos collection will be coming next. And you guys can follow me on my social media. I have my Instagram at Hey It's Sheyen. And if you want to follow me on my Snapchat, you can as well, because I do short videos on my Snapchat of my plants here and there. But I'm starting to use mostly just Instagram now, so that's kind of my main social media account. It's linked in the description down below as well. But that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys come back to see my next video. I will be doing, like I said, more videos and more content. So you guys have a wonderful day and have a beautiful day and stay awesome. Bye. So I just want to pop back in really quickly. I did do a really quick story time video on my Pink Princess Philodendrons, and I will have that link down below in the description box if you guys want to check that out. I will upload that right after I upload my my Philodendron collection and care tip. So I will have my unboxing video and my story time video of these two beautiful Pink Princess Philodendrons. So yeah, you guys can look forward to that. But just wanted to pop in to let you guys know that I will have that video up right after this one.